Hi, this is Alan Schimmel, DevOps.com, here at DevOps Enterprise Summit, London 2016. And I'm joined by Chris Jackson of Pearson, who just recently presented here at DevOps Enterprise Summit. Welcome, Chris.
Thanks, Alan. Hi.
Hi. So, Chris, I know Pearson, and it was funny, the cameraman said, oh, yeah, I've used Pearson in my college classes. But in case maybe someone's not familiar with Pearson, why don't you give our audience a little background on the company?
Sure. Pearson were put together in like 1844. So
another startup.
Yeah, another startup. That's actually the title of my talk. But it's been a story of adaptation. So they were a construction company when they first started. They've been involved in media, but they're probably best known for publishing, education from textbooks, but also they owned lots of different book companies. And now they're making the transformation to the digital age, not just digitizing the textbooks, but building digital education services.
Got it. And you spoke here, and was that the title, really the title, Another Startup?
Yeah, well, we talked about how enterprises across the world are being disrupted by startups. And whilst that's a risk to a big established enterprise, it's also an opportunity. So what we're doing inside Pearson at the moment is building a startup mentality in a small team to disrupt ourselves in a safe way before someone externally disrupts us.
Fantastic. And Chris, talk to our audience, not just to me, but give us a little bit more depth about what kind of the things you're doing here.
Yeah, so Pearson is a portfolio company, or used to be a portfolio company. Over the time, acquired many different brands, and all those brands you can kind of see as you touch different parts of the business. But to try and move in the digital age, we had to try and think about building one brand and one platform for education off the back of that. So you can still have the individual brands, but you're backed by a common education platform. And we're along the way towards building that. Me and my team are responsible for building the infrastructure platform that underpins it. So it's really kind of platform as a service, but taking that one step further around delivering consistent technology, exploiting containerization, and really bringing innovative tech into the Pearson technology groups to give us a new upside in terms of our ability to move applications out to production faster, all the things you'd expect to see from the business side of a DevOps transformation.
Sure.
We're trying to empower with our platform, recognizing the fact that we're global in size and scale. So this isn't about dropping ops folks into lots of different dev teams. It's about finding a way to deliver a product or a platform that everyone can interact with and reinvest our people in much more of a community play around the sides of that. Absolutely.
So Chris, what compelled you to present here at DevOps Enterprise Summit?
I have a mutual friend put me in touch with Gene and the organizing committee. Prior to working at Pearson, I used to work at Rackspace.
Oh, okay.
So I've followed DevOps Enterprise for a long time when they've been on the US shores. It's always been the wrong time, or as a vendor, it's tough to get in and get a slot, right?
I understand.
And I thought it was a great opportunity I'm an enterprise. We're trying to do DevOps. It's a really good fit. I got a lot of love and a lot of respect for a whole bunch of people that have put this together and organized it. So I see it as one of my Everests to kind of come in and contribute to the community.
Fantastic. And after having been here now for 2 days, what's your impression? Is it everything you hoped for?
Yeah, and probably a bit more. I think I've been refreshed by how honest and open people are being about some of the challenges. It's nice to see that in some areas we might be ahead of what people are doing. There's also some really important learnings that other people have walked into already that we can take away. I think we've tried to kind of connect a DevOps Day style event where you've got that kind of unconference piece alongside the kind of general tracks and talks. And I found more than most of the conferences I've been to, there's lots of good breakout opportunities to have conversations.
There absolutely is. Chris, let me return to Pearson a little bit with you. What would you say your biggest challenge has been?
I think the biggest challenge has been getting alignment. And alignment in terms of this is a common mission and a common goal, but also then getting alignment from all the other dependent groups that are going to make this thing work. It's not just about some tech people coming together and doing technology stuff. Mm-hmm. We've got a QA group, we've got a security group, there's the customers to try and win over our internal developers. And that's why we've taken that kind of product mentality on, which is we've got customers to go and engage. This isn't about using the big enterprise stick and beating them with it to come use our tech. They should want to use it because it's cool and because it's helpful. And then spreading the kind of the enablement across other key partners that are global services like security, we're able to let the security team deploy their view of what a secure application looks like within our testing frameworks.
Yeah.
So a developer uses our platform, they get the upside of being security compliant, QA compliant, for example. And when we can start to showcase that alignment at kind of the stakeholder level, when you're going in and you're asking for investment, you've got a room of people nodding, saying, yes, we need this, rather than one person who hasn't really got everyone else in the room on side.
Right. Interesting. Well, Chris, first of all, thank you for talking to our audience today. Thank you for speaking at DevOps Enterprise Summit. It sounds like you guys are on your way. And, the job is never done, obviously. We'd love to maybe check back in with you at some point.
Absolutely.
And see how things are. But congratulations and continued success. Chris Jackson of Pearson. This is Alan Schimmel for DevOps.com.